Hello, I'm DeathSeeker512, and in today's tutorial, I'll be showing you how to set up the base model class. However, there's an issue with the way how we managed to upgrade Minecraft, and that it doesn't really work. Because whenever you try running Minecraft, it does well in Eclipse. It's not working because it can't find out WJGL. So the way I have actually fixed it is by deleting the and not there. And in the Minecraft directory as soon as I can get there to just delete Eclipse and let me do this. Delete that while I'm at it. This is the second time of me doing this video. I'm redoing it because I felt I was couldn't think anything, even though I just made it like 5 minutes ago. But uh, I'm redoing it now that I can think clearly. Let's see here. So in the Forge and then MCP directory, we're just going to have to copy Eclipse. So right click copy and then go up into here, paste it here. Then I'm going to delete that because it doesn't work. And now we are going to have to reset up everything and in Eclipse. So open up Eclipse and open it up in the Eclipse directory that we just pasted, and I'll be back once Eclipse has loaded. Or, you know, it could be like close to done by the time I almost hit the button. And I'm going to start setting up Eclipse to how I like it, and not like that. Oh, there we go. And then hitting this arrow here, package presentation, hierarchical. Right click on Minecraft, and I am making one slight change in how I'm doing this because I found a better way to export stuff. No, not export, but when we make the new project. Oh, just watch, you'll get it. Anyways, in properties, we're going to change the build path. Not the build path, the resources, then linked resources, and then MCP location, and then it's got the 2 dots, and then slash forge, and then another slash MCP, and okay, and okay. So now it's going to refresh the workspace and rebuild it. There won't be any issues, because if there is, I'm going to punch it for lying to me. But anyways, what we can do from here is right click properties, and then in and then the Java build path in order and export, select all, and then deselect the JRE system library. This will make it to where we don't have to go through all of the folders to import everything from in here. And then you can just hit OK. And so you got that set up. So now if you create a new Java project right there, I'm going to call this modding tutorial, and then I'm going to hit next. I am going to right click on this src directory and remove from build path, and I'm going to link new source. I'm going to browse into my GitHub folder, which is in my documents, and then GitHub, there it is, and then common, finish, right click, link source, browse, same place, except this time resources, and okay, finish, and then delete src, and okay, and then right click on modding tutorial, properties, projects, add Minecraft, okay, and okay. Now if we go into common and create a new, really, without that slash, then finish, and say, you know, extends org.lw. JGL. You can see that it is right here, so we've done that correctly. And we could also do dot buffer checks there, or, you know, block, and then Control Shift O to import it. Any minute now. Oh, whatever. There. Jerk. So yeah, that works. Now I'm just going to delete that. As you know, I was just testing. And hit continue. Sorry about the other people. And then create the new build path. No, not run configuration. So go into run configurations, copy client by right clicking on it and then selecting duplicate. You can change it to whatever you want as long as you know it's the modded version. So I'm just going to call it modded on arguments. I'm going to change this from 1024M to 3G, and then 1024M to again 3G. And then in class path, I'm going to add a user entry. It's going to be a project. It's going to be modding tutorial. I'm going to hit OK. I'm going to have to scroll down all the way to here, and then scroll all the way up to this Minecraft. Hit Shift, Enter, and then over here you can remove those, seeing as how they're not needed. But now that that works, hit apply and close. Ooh, that was a large. And now I'm going to just set up Eclipse to how I like it. So in general, I'm going to go to appearance, and then I'm going to go to there, the Chrome theme, if I can click it. And then, also in appearance, the Chrome theme, I'm going to set it to my preset, which I actually need to change slightly, because in others, this, yeah, needs to be none. And then color theme is going to be Sublime Text 2, and in Java formatter, code style formatter, I'm going to import it as you've seen me do before, and then apply, and then clean up. I'm also going to port, I don't know why I called it style, and then also apply. I'm going to hit OK and OK. I am going to restart Eclipse, so I'll be back whenever it's back up. Now that's back up, we're actually going to start creating the mod classes. Yay! So in common, we're going to go to new Java class. The name of it for me is just going to be tutorial, and then the package is going to be set to, like, you can use your username dot your mod name. In this case, tutorial. I'm going to hit finish. And then I'm going to create a new class, and this is just me setting it up differently than what I've used to set it up. And I'm going to call it my reference class, because this is where we're going to be referencing several different strings. So those strings will be public, so anything can view it; static, so it's the same across every instance; final, meaning it can't be changed; and then mod underscore ID, set that equal to tutorial, all lowercase, and then public static final mod underscore name, and set that equal to tutorial, but with a capital T, and then public static final, oh duh, string, these are all strings, mod underscore version. And I'm just going to set this equal to 0.0.0 for now, and then public static final string, and then it's going to be location, no, it's text underscore location, and I'm going to set that equal to that's figure 512, but with the slash on it. And then save that. In tutorial, we are going to add 2 annotations. One of them is going to be @mod, and now if you import that, you can also click here and add missing attributes. So mod ID, comma name, comma version. And then for mod ID, it's going to be reference dot mod ID. Name is going to be equal to stupid touchpad reference dot mod name. Version is going to be reference dot mod version. Then we are going to, so this tells Forge that the ID of the mod to use is going to be the same as the, there, is going to be this, which is tutorial but on all lowercase, and the name is going to be this name, tutorial, and then the version is going to be the version. So the next annotation we got to put up here is @network mod, and then just import that as well. If you're wondering how I'm importing stuff, it's Control-Shift-O. Anyway, so what we need to add here is, if we press Control Space, it opens this up, and here's all the different things we can use as well for this annotation. So the one I'm going to start off with is server side required, and this is saying when the client connects to the server has to have this mod in order to connect to it, if this is true. So if we set it to false, this means that the server does not have to have the mod in order for the client to connect to it. The next thing we're going to add here is client side required, and set this to true. So in order for the client to connect to the server, the client must have the mod if the mod is on the server. And if you can press Control F, there aren't that many cases where you'll have this set to true. Just putting that out there. So next thing we're gonna do is add an instance. So add instance, and then reference dot mod name, and then public static tutorial instance. And so this is like the instance of your mod that Forge is going to use. There are 8. Oh, I see. Anyways, and you know how in the older versions, if you've modded before, you had the @preinit, @init, and @postinit annotations? Well, they changed it to only one, and it's @event handler. So I'm also going to copy this and paste it 3 times. Underneath the first one, it's going to be public void preinit, and then FML pre initialization event, and I'm going to call it event then add the brackets underneath the second, Control Shift O to import it. Public void init, or you could call it load, or you can call it whatever you want, just as long as it's got FML initialization event. And then I'm going to also call that event. And then under this last one, public void post init, then FML post initialization event, and then call it event. And so that gets that set up. And I forgot to minimize this. Well then. Check this over. So yeah, I forgot a couple of things whenever I was doing. Oh, no, I got that. Okay. So the next thing we're going to be doing is creating or setting up the proxies. So I'm going to create one class. It's going to be called common proxy. And I'm going to hit finish. It's not going to have too much in it. It's just going to have public void register renders, which we're not going to be using this anytime soon. This is for more advanced stuff when we get to making like custom GUIs, and we're just going to save that. And then we are going to create a new class, and then we're going to put .client, seeing as how it doesn't need to be required by anything other than the client. And what we are going to put in here is client proxy, and hit finish. And then this is going to extend common proxy. We are going to add an override, an override annotation, and then register, public void register renders, and it's also not going to have anything in it. And okay, now we're going to have to do @cited proxy. And then add the whatever public public common proxy. Actually, let me check to make sure that that's not static. Okay, no, it's public static common proxy. And then client side is going to be set to, is equal to, and then the package name, so it would be deathseeker512.tutorial in my case, .client. So deathseeker512.tutorial.client and then the name of the class, so client proxy. And then server side equals pretty much the same thing except .tutorial common proxy. And to make sure that it is actually being loaded and stuff, we are going to go into run configurations, grab the client modded, and run that to make sure that we didn't do anything we weren't supposed to. So Minecraft does come up, and if we go into mods, you can see right here is the mod. So I'm going to hit done and click game, and well, that's the end of this tutorial. If it helped you at all, give it a like. If it didn't help you, give it, well, a dislike, because they put that button there for a reason, right? Might as well use it. So if you want to see more by me, subscribe. Thank you, and have a good day or night or whatever time it is. I guess it really just depends on when you drew and when you decided to watch this video. But either the case, whichever the case, my bad. Have fun, and well, bye.